Moving in together is a major personal milestone. You merge your routines, share your expenses, and build a life under one roof. But while you are focused on setting up your home, the law sees an arrangement that lacks formal recognition, creating hidden vulnerabilities for both partners if the relationship ends. Now, the legal landscape is shifting. With the implementation of the Uniform Civil Code, the state of Uttarakhand has made it a legal requirement to officially register live-in relationships. In this video, we are going to walk through exactly what this means for you. We will break down the specific legal rights you gain, the exact steps to complete the mandatory registration, and how to protect yourself from the severe penalties attached to this new law. Ignorance of this mandate turns a private relationship into a legal liability. Without documentation, you risk hefty fines and put your financial and personal freedom on the line. First, let's look at the protections you secure by formalizing your relationship. The Indian legal system actively protects individuals in registered live-in relationships from abuse under the Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005. Women in these relationships also gain a critical financial safety net. Under Section 125 of the Code of Criminal Procedure, a female partner has the right to claim financial maintenance. The courts equate this protection directly to the rights provided in a formal marriage. This legal cover extends to your family planning as well. Any children born from a registered live-in relationship are entirely legitimate in the eyes of the law. This diagram shows the direct comparison between a marriage and a live-in relationship. Notice how the rights from both categories overlap into a shared central column. Children from live-in arrangements hold the exact same rights to inherit their parents' self-acquired property and secure co-parcenary rights in Hindu joint family property. Registration takes an ambiguous living arrangement and turns it into a legally fortified status. You establish a clear, documented relationship that the courts recognize and protect. To get that protection, you must first meet the baseline requirements. The rules for age match those of marriage. Female partners must be 18 or older, and male partners must be 21 or older. This decision tree illustrates the primary hurdle for approval. The law restricts cohabitation between people who fall into 74 specific categories of prohibited relationships, which involve close familial and blood ties. There is only one legal exception to this rule. If your community's customs allow the relationship, you must obtain a marriage permissibility certificate from a recognized religious or community leader to bypass the restriction. This is the ultimate gatekeeper for the process. If you fall under a prohibited category and fail to submit this specific certificate, your application will be automatically rejected. Once you verify your eligibility, you need to gather your paperwork. The 16-page application requires standard identity documents like your Aadhaar card, reliable age proofs, and residency validation through a domicile certificate or rent agreement. You will also need to submit recent joint photographs of you and your partner. These photos serve as initial visual evidence that the cohabitation is real. Looking at this checklist mock-up, notice the section highlighted in bold red. The state requires absolute proof of your previous relationship history. If either partner was previously married, you must upload legally binding documents like a divorce decree or a death certificate. Any gap in your documentation will stall the entire application. This error leaves your legal protections completely inactive during the most critical phase of the process. Timing is highly restricted. You have exactly 30 days from the very first day you move in together to file your mandatory registration application. The entire submission process happens online via the official government portal at ucc.uk.gov.in. Completing the form requires a standard 500 rupee fee. After submission, the district registrar has 30 days to review your details. Keep in mind that if either applicant is under the age of 21, the system triggers an automatic notification to their parents. Hitting that submit button within your 30-day window is crucial. It transfers the legal burden of your status from you to the state. Failing to meet that deadline has immediate financial consequences. Missing the 30-day window results in an initial 1,000 rupee late fine. This chart maps out the civil and criminal risks. If you fail to register entirely, the penalty climbs sharply to a maximum of 3 months of imprisonment and a 10,000 rupee fine. The risk spikes to the highest tier if you ignore a formal legal notice to register or if you submit fraudulent information. Those offenses carry a penalty of up to 6 months in jail and a 25,000 rupee fine. The law also imposes collateral damage on third parties. Landlords who rent to unregistered live-in couples face their own fines of up to 20,000 rupees. The state views non-compliance as an active criminal offense, not a simple administrative oversight. Once the registrar approves your application, your relationship holds official, documented recognition. You are backed by the framework of the state. This single registration document resolves potential disputes with cautious landlords, secures your right to financial maintenance, and ensures your children will legally inherit your property. To get started, check the video description below. We have included a direct link to the UCC portal and a printable checklist to help you organize your documents. Filing the paperwork takes effort, but formalizing your intimacy through the state secures a legally protected foundation for your family's future.